Hi, my name is Christopher David Mitchell, vocal coach here in London, and today we're back with the How to Sing series. I'm so excited for this one. It's Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. We're going to break down what he's doing. We're going to show you exactly what he's doing so that if you choose to, you can do it too in your own voice. I'm going to be breaking down exactly what he's doing so that if you choose to, you can use these tools and techniques in your voice. Obviously, I don't want you to try and sound like Lewis Capaldi, but it's great to know exactly what the pros are doing so that you can use those techniques if you want to within your own voice. He's got such a cool voice and I'm so excited to share these vocal secrets with you, so let's get into it. So I just want to get started straight away and tell you some of the core principles he's doing within his voice. So, the core principles are, he's going to be slightly low larynx for a deeper, darker sound. He's going to be very narrow on his vowels. He's going to have a lot of out the mouth resonance, so there's not going to be much brightness to his voice. There's not going to be much nasal resonance. There's not going to be much twang. Instead, he's got quite a dark, heavy, full-bodied sound with those narrow vowels. They're just some of the things we're going to cover now as we go through the song. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing audio examples as we go. I'm going to be analysing the live version, which is a key lower than his normal version. This is important because sometimes there's a lot of studio magic. I'm not saying he can't do it live, I know he can, but it's nicer for us to just analyse a live version so we can really hear for sure what he's doing. Listen to that. The word is I'm going under. And if he had a brighter sound, it might be I'm going under. But he was like, I'm going under, I'm going under. So we've got the low larynx there. And also the narrowness of the vowel. Going under turned into going under. This narrow vowels that he's doing here, I'm going under, could well be to do with the fact that he's just trying to be a touch cool and it's his individual style, but I think a lot of it could be to do with the fact that he's Scottish. If you think about Scottish, it's quite dark, Scottish, rounded, like narrow vowels. So when you hear him again there doing that going under, I'm going under and this time I feel there's no one to save. I'm going under and this time I feel there's no one to save me. It's all dark vowels like that. Just move on. This all and nothing really got away, you're driving me crazy. So he's very dark here. He's very out the mouth in his resonance. There's not a lot of nasal resonance at all, if any. There's not a lot of twang or bright sounds. It's all very dark. It's all very deep and it's all very out the mouth. I'm going under. It's all very dark and below the mouth. I got this one, by the way. I want to just say, Brett Manning, I love you, dude. Thank you for this. I still use it in the studio. It's true. I'm going under and this time I feel there's no one to save me. I need somebody to... He's very out the mouth. You hear it's a very sort of dull sort of sound he's got, but still sounds amazing. Let's hear the next line. I need somebody to hear. I need somebody. That was the actual word, but he was, I need somebody to... I need somebody. It's a very deep, dark... I need somebody to... And you hear that buh is a really dark one and it's an even narrower vowel than... If he didn't narrow his vowels, it would... I need somebody to... But it's I need somebody to... It's a bit of that, definitely. But he's also using that falsetto in his voice he's got, so he's slightly flipping in, but he's quite connected because the falsetto is quite strong. I need somebody to heal, somebody to hold, somebody to have, somebody to hold, or whatever the words are. So then he goes out the mouth again there. Somebody to, and it's very like mouthy there. Somebody to have, here. Somebody to hold. See, just a natural way of singing that would be with somebody to hold, but he's somebody to hold. He's definitely darker, slightly low larynx, and then narrow vowels. Cool sound though. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. You know, again, we hear it's all out the mouth, there's no nasal resonance, there's no brightness, or else it would sound something like this. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. if it was brighter, but he's dark. And he's got that low larynx, he's got the narrow vowels. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. So you hear the difference there, what it would sound like without what he's doing. So again, as an example there on that down, if he was brighter, it would have been go down, but he's go down. It's really dark there. Hear that one more time. Down. God. So it's all the same principles. You want to practice, if you do want this dark, cool sound, slightly deeper larynx, slightly deeper, dopier larynx, and all the vowels will be slightly narrower. Someone else that does this is like, say, James Arthur's got very narrow vowels again and a bit of a deep, dark sound. So they do have sort of similarities in that respect in their setup, but everyone's going to sound different. I'm not going to sound like Lewis Capaldi or James Arthur or vice versa or any of us, because even if it's the same setup, we've all got a different resonance space. We've all got different shapes and sizes to our instrument, which makes us all slightly different, which is a beautiful thing. Somebody it really is. It's so narrow. It's almost on the cusp of it even be, if it was more narrow, it would be sort of a real character voice, to be honest. It's very narrow vowel. He's really distorting the vowel there. But again, some singing teachers will say, oh well, you know, you can't distort the vowel, but of course you can. In pop, anything goes. The main thing is that you're unique and you're memorable and you've got a sound that people remember. And let's face it, we wouldn't even be talking about him. So that's a great testament to him. So you can do anything. You can decide to choose what sound you want and what stylistic tools. He's choosing these narrow vowels. Fine, cool. He might be doing that consciously or not consciously, as we said, because of his Scottish accent, but still, that's his sound now, and that's a cool thing. Also, worth pointing out here that a lot of people think pop is high larynx and opera's low larynx, but here we hear an example of someone who's got a deeper low larynx sound and he's still a pop recording artist. So that again breaks the mold, which is quite a cool thing. Even there, to get me through it all, he actually says through with an F rather than a through with a TH, but again, that could be a Scottish thing, which is quite cool. And again, no one cares. It's not about diction in pop, it's just about sounding unique and cool. And this is just shows how clearly you can get away with a lot of not technically correct things, but it doesn't matter. In fact, I would say the real goal of pop is to slightly be against the mold and be different. That's the number one thing, is to be unique. So, to get me through it all. So that through he uses there, but cool, I like it. He's getting the distortion and the rasping a bit more here. And then here we go. That is just, I mean, I'm an advocate of mixed voice all the time, and really actually, to be fair, if Lewis Capaldi did come in the studio, you know, hopefully he does one day, Lewis, if you're watching, but seriously, I would probably work a little bit more mixed voice with him, because the downsides, even though you can have whatever sound you want of being a heavier, darker singer with narrow vowels and not much brightness, not much nasal resonance, not much twang, is that mixed voice is going to be more difficult. Which is probably why, to be honest, every time he sings it live, most times he sings it live, he sings it a key down. Because his voice is a little bit belt or nothing, because it's heavier and darker. And so if I was teaching Lewis, I love what he's doing, we don't want to change that. But it's a little bit belt or nothing, so this bit is super belty, which is awesome. But if he could develop that little bit of a mix, he would be able to sing this song in the original key all the time. So there's no mixing that at all, really. Honestly, it's just pure belt, still out their mouth. So, I tend to close my eyes. That's it without, like, the distortion-y stuff. Distortion thing's a hard thing. It's not something I do a lot. I'll try and do it now in a second for you. But it's basically a tighter vocal fold coordination with the false folds in there as well. And grittiness and stuff starts to build in there. I tend to close Some are like really rocky there. He's got That's sort of what he's doing there, but he's perfected it a lot better than me. But at least you get the idea. Close my eyes, eyes, eyes. There, that's the best I can do for now. So, I hope that's helped. Any questions, let me know. Please give this video a like, post in the comments which song or singer you might want me to cover next in the How to Sing series. And of course, please check out my website, ChristopherDavidMitchell.com. That's in the description. There's blogs, tips. I've got a free ebook, and I've also got an online course, the Exceptional Vocal Warm course. And of course, if you want to see me on Skype, it'd be an absolute pleasure. So, stick with me here in the How to Sing series, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much, singers.